Family, get on news report, man. That's 20 million in Lee. Today is Sexy Saturday in my city, Chicago. December the 18th. Let's talk about relationships. A lot of people are in agreement or what would you call? They are being programmed or they in a hostage situation or they're not really in relationships. They're in contractual agreements and things of that nature. I don't think people had a lot of people, well, most people, I should say, I don't think they really had a real relationship. You understand? Most people just are in a fuck buddy situation. I was thinking, they got this thing or a bank called Win Trust. Now you're supposed to earn trust. And when the trust is gone, meaning between two people who are in a supposed to be relationship, then pretty much, depending on how bad the breakup is or whatever and stuff, determines, how the two involved will treat the next somebody that come in their life. Now, those who know me, you'll get a news reporter, Mary Dash 20 Mary Lee, an originator of rap music, even though I haven't got anything as far as, no real anything from it. It's just a title, that I have. And that's all basically the so-called people that came up off of me wanted me to just be able to say that, I guess. You understand what I'm saying? If I would have never taken the time out to really think about it, I wouldn't have known myself. But because of the different relationships that I've been in throughout my life, all bad, or somebody who's just hanging around trying to, eat off my plate for free, or, clout chase, or just, ride my coattail and, get free stuff. That's been all my life. Free money, passing the buck. That's what it is, passing the buck. And I was a child that never really trusted anybody, and, I decided to open up my, I don't want to say my heart, but, I gave people the benefit of the doubt. Now, they say if you want to know how a person going to be when they get older, just look at their mother. Now, my mother had always been in the hospital, a nursing home. People treated her badly or whatever and stuff. The lady they say, was my mother. She got hit by a bus. My older sister, did some dirty dealings behind her back. This is what she told me. And this is what my mother told me about my older sister. And she had a lawyer and, my mother didn't get anything out the deal. And I believe it because I went to stay with my sister as a teenager. And all she did was give me a hard time, And, I've saved her and her family from a lot of harm and stuff. And, they don't appreciate it. But, I'm not even worried about that no more, I'm turning everything over to my higher power. Basically, I just want to say that my mother, she looked kind of bad or whatever and stuff, the last time I saw her. And then, they said she died, but I believe somebody killed her trying to, get to me or whatever and stuff. And, my higher power has a certain way of, working things out. And luckily, I wasn't as close to my mother for real, growing up or whatever and stuff. For whatever reason and stuff. So when she did pass on, if that's the case, it hurt, don't get me wrong, but it was like, which maybe she's in a better place and stuff because, she was going through hell anyway. Now, if for some reason, She finessed me with the rest of my family because, they like to smoke and drink and this and that and whatever and stuff. And the place I'm at right now, it's supposed to be a recovery home where they don't do that. But, every time I leave, I feel as though the so-called security is pretty much having people out and about to troll me and stuff because they have a little racket going on in this place and stuff. If somebody dies or go to prison, they can get their stuff and smoke for free and all that and drink. Now I know they drink up in here because when I was coming up the stairs, um, this guy was coming down, and I feel as though they time everything, so I have to be a little more cautious. And I'm like, I swear to God, I'm telling you, what I'm saying, real talk. And I could smell the alcohol on his breath. And this is being the holidays. A lot of people are relapsing, drinking, whatever and stuff. Now, I can be in here praying my butt off and doing what I do, but it's not going to help them because they already committed to, harassing me or drinking and drugging, trying to get me to fall off. That'll never happen. If you see me with a drink, a drug, smoke, or fornicating, believe me, somebody has stuck me like they did at the Cook County Jail in 2016 and gave me cancer or whatever for about 6 months. Gave me about 8 shots or whatever and stuff against my will. No matter how much I told them, I don't drink, drug, or smoke. And, I had 9 years of sobriety. Then when they railroaded me out of AA meeting because, too many people was getting sober on my watch or whatever. And so they wanted them to drink, drug, and smoke. So it's going to be a lot of night of a living dead walking around. Now, I left these $40 right here and I signed both of them before I left, because they come in my room and this, that, and the third or whatever. So I'm like, if it's the money, why was it here when I got back? You understand what I'm saying? See, it's not that. They own some other stuff. They want to keep the game going and stuff, and they wanted me to just tell how I did it or whatever as far as, people, kind of looking up to me and, becoming rappers, artists, or whatever and stuff because, it was going on for real when I was in the game or whatever. But I knew when I stepped down in 2008, all hell was going to break loose. And it'll never happen again the way it was. Now, they have the money because of all the money they have stolen from me. And I've never had a day at the spa, never had a new car, never had no real family. I raised myself with my higher powers' help. People just latched on to me or whatever, like leeches, like they doing now and stuff. It's a bunch of guys in here just waiting on me to die, try to set me up every time I walk about. I've been attacked since I've been in this location, 6210 South Kenbarg Avenue, Chicago, Illinois, 60637, apartment 308. They've come in my room early on. It took 4 years just for them to paint the place. Now, I could be as humble as, mom's apple pie, you understand what I'm saying? Or sweet, yeah. But I could be as humble Park, you understand what I'm saying? As sweet as mom's apple pie, but they got some sinister stuff on their mind and stuff, and I know they do because I've been attacked on the way back from places, coming here every time I'm on my way, whether I'm walking or on the bus, there's always some sinister stuff, lurking about. So I figured out they little game and they little tactics and stuff, so I'm stepping my game up. And, Snoop said murder was the case that they gave me. It might come true. You understand what I'm saying? For real, because, I'm not going to be attacked by these guys that was walking about. You could tell when people, because I know I've been doing this a long time, okay? I've been in the streets all my life. Over 46 years, I've been standing up for myself ever since the age of 6 in 1973 when they was abusing me, taking advantage of me as a baby and, had me sleeping on the floor and all that. And then on Mother's Day in 2016, they had me sleeping on the floor, just to, get me to go off and stuff at the police station. First District, me being the originator of rap, they don't like the fact that I'm a girl first and foremost. And, the guys wish they would have, put it together and they mad, they ego, You understand what I'm saying? You know, you got a lot of ladies here or whatever and stuff. I don't know what they did to get their spot, but a lot of people came up off of me, you know, because I just was doing the right thing and stuff, and timing was everything. But you know, I knew after about 40 years of, you know, doing the right thing and getting nowhere, the most I got out of all that at one time was about 20 something $1,000, enough to probably buy a car. And I knew if I bought a car, they was going to tear it up or something, you know, and it would have been a trap by now. You understand? So, you know, I had my license, but, you know, my dream car truck is a T-top drop top Cadillac truck. You know, I'm an originator of a lot of things, and you know, the spelling of Chicago, Shecargo, Chicago. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I like thinking and stuff, and they hate that. They hate the fact that, first of all, I'm cool about the relationships that came and went. You understand what I'm saying? Because I realized when I looked at my mom, you know, it was messed up. Now, I'm not saying my higher power can't make things new, but I'm saying it hasn't happened so far, and it may not happen. You understand what I'm saying? You know, in my lifetime, and I'm okay with the fact that she may have moved on or whatever the case. She never really was in my life. Nobody really was in my life for real, for real. You understand what I'm saying? You know, I've had people that try to care, but they had another agenda, you know. And I'm understanding, you know, they said I got too old. And I'm like, well, just give me my money. Then, you know, I can hang out with people who like hanging around me. I don't want to be in a trap building with alcoholics and crackheads and dope fiends and stuff. You know, I didn't sign up for this. This is supposed to be a recovery building. That's what they told me. They kind of like, I guess, tricked me to get in here because they needed my signature. You know, it's always something. It's been like this since I was a little girl, and you know, it just continues to happen and stuff. And they mad because I'm not upset. You know, I know how to handle situations that used to baffle me. That's what they used to say in Alcoholics Anonymous. Now I went and paid my storage, and you know, the girl was supposed to be back according to the sign on the door at 1:45, and then you know, I waited around outside, and I went back in, you know, and then I guess they figured they wasn't gonna humiliate me by standing outside, because back in the day when I didn't know what was going on, I did a lot of things that, you know, the spirit, all the demons that was in me was, you know, coming out of me and stuff. And I'm pretty much myself now, and I appreciate my higher power for bringing me back. And you know, when I come back, I'm coming full throttle, real talk. So, you know, when people come up on me, I can't take no chances, for real. So, you know, I've been attacked all kind of ways and stuff. And if I get the ups on you, shit, you just got you, real talk. I'm telling you, for real. So, you know, don't come up on me with that. I'm not taking no chances, real talk. One guy was walking down the street, you know, he asked me for some money and stuff. And first of all, you ain't supposed to talk to strangers. All my real Mary McNamara's, this ain't the time to be friendly and all that. Times have changed. It ain't like it used to be, and they ain't doing that for us. So, you know, I'm on a budget. I can't afford it. You understand? Back in the day, I had a different lifestyle, but, you know, I can barely, you know, take care of myself. So, you know, he act like he was lunged at me. I didn't bat an eye. You understand what I'm saying? Then some other guys was coming down the street. They thought I was going to cross the street or whatever. And I'm like, psych. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not finna go through all that. I never had to go through all that. I might be by myself, but I ain't finna go through all that nonsense. So relationships basically is to be earned and stuff. And, you know, once I don't trust you, I don't trust you. And my guard's going to be up from now on and stuff. And I'll be prepared to take, defend myself by any means necessary. See, I'm not Malcolm X. You understand what I'm saying? And anybody that know me know I'm not. For real, you put a gun in my hand, you better ask somebody, motherfucker. So whatever I got, I promise you, if you come at me, it's just going to be, we going to fill up the prisons, the graveyards, and the FEMA camps. You ain't got to worry about no legacy, because they don't want you to have it anyway. Y'all blew it anyway. Everybody came up the same time. So the money is there. They just don't want me to enjoy it, and they don't want to be able to say, yeah, she single-handedly pulled it off, and we fucked it up and tried to kill her, but she lived and survived. That's the honest to God's truth. So it ain't got nothing to do with the money, because I made sure I signed these 220s, and nobody came in and got them and stuff, but they want to harass me on the way up with alcohol breath. Family, step your game up. Ghetto News, Porter Mary, -20 Mary Lee. Peace.